If you drink coffee every morning, this video could change your life. Most people have no idea that their daily cup may be slowly damaging their health. You think it's just coffee, but inside that warm mug could be 3 hidden poisons silently harming your body. These toxins don't have a strong smell. They don't change the taste. And they're not listed clearly on the label, but they're there. And they've been linked to serious problems like hormone imbalances, gut issues, high blood pressure, heart disease, and even cancer. This is why you need to know the truth about what's really in your cup. I'm going to expose the top 3 hidden dangers in your morning coffee. These are dangers that millions of people consume without even realizing it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid and how to protect yourself. Let's begin with the first poison, artificial sweeteners. They're sold as sugar-free and diet-friendly. They're found in low-calorie creamers, flavored coffee syrups, and even in sweetener packets you stir into your cup. But just because something has 0 calories doesn't mean it's safe. In fact, it could be far worse than regular sugar. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and acesulfame potassium have been shown to disrupt the natural balance of gut bacteria. This gut imbalance, also called dysbiosis, weakens your immune system, slows down digestion, and affects your brain function. One study published in Nature found that artificial sweeteners may actually trigger glucose intolerance and contribute to the development of diabetes. That's shocking because these sweeteners are often marketed to diabetics, but the problem doesn't stop there. Aspartame, for example, breaks down into a substance called methanol. Inside your body, methanol can convert into formaldehyde, a known carcinogen. Yes, that's the same chemical used to preserve dead bodies. When you drink coffee with these additives daily, you're exposing your body to low levels of toxic chemicals over time. And over time, these small doses can add up to big health problems. Now let's talk about the second hidden poison, non-dairy creamers. These are everywhere. You see them in offices, cafes, restaurants, and at home. They come in powder form and liquid form. They often say cholesterol-free or trans fat-free on the label. But what they don't tell you is what's really inside. Most non-dairy creamers are made from hydrogenated oils, artificial flavors, chemical stabilizers, and synthetic preservatives. Hydrogenated oils are especially dangerous. They're a source of trans fats, which are proven to raise your bad LDL cholesterol and lower your good HDL cholesterol. Even worse, manufacturers can legally say 0 trans fat if the serving contains less than 0.5 grams. But think about it. If you use multiple servings throughout the day, those numbers add up. You may be getting grams of trans fat without knowing it. And trans fats are not just bad, they are deadly. The World Health Organization has called for a global ban on trans fats, linking them directly to heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Non-dairy creamers may also contain emulsifiers like mono and diglycerides, which can damage your gut lining and trigger inflammation. Your immune system is connected to your gut. If your gut is inflamed, your whole body suffers. This daily dose of chemicals might be the reason you feel bloated, tired, anxious, or inflamed, without understanding why. Now for the third poison, pesticide residue in coffee beans. Most coffee today is grown using heavy pesticides and chemical fertilizers. Coffee is one of the most sprayed crops in the world. If you're drinking non-organic coffee, you're likely consuming trace amounts of chemicals like glyphosate, chlorpyrifos, and other toxic compounds. These chemicals don't disappear during roasting. They end up in your cup. And even though it's a small amount, you drink it every single day. Over time, these toxins can build up. Glyphosate has been linked to hormonal disruption, gut imbalance, and immune system problems. Chlorpyrifos is a neurotoxin. It can harm brain development, especially in children and pregnant women. A study in environmental health revealed that people exposed to low levels of pesticide residues over time had a significantly higher risk of chronic illness, especially those involving the liver and kidneys. And it's not just pesticides. Many coffee beans contain mold toxins called mycotoxins. These mold byproducts can trigger fatigue, brain fog, and liver stress. Sadly, most people have no idea their coffee is contaminated. Big companies don't advertise this. They focus on flavor, aroma, and branding. But behind the scenes, low-quality beans are being sprayed, stored poorly, and sold in bulk, filled with hidden toxins that hurt your health. And if you're already dealing with fatigue, brain fog, digestive issues, or hormone problems, this daily dose of chemicals might be making it worse. Think about it. You're starting your day by overloading your body with sweeteners, oils, preservatives, and pesticide-laced beans. And that's before you've even eaten breakfast. This is why so many people feel jittery, tired, or anxious after coffee. It's not the caffeine, it's the poison cocktail that's riding along with it. These substances cause inflammation, burden your liver, spike your cortisol, and alter your gut bacteria, all before 9 a.m. And the worst part is, most people have no idea. They think their symptoms are just part of aging or normal stress. But what if it's the coffee itself? Not the caffeine, but the additives, chemicals, and hidden toxins in your cup. That's why this message is urgent. I'm not saying you should stop drinking coffee. I love coffee too, but I want you to drink it wisely. In its pure form, coffee can be a health-boosting drink, but when it's mixed with artificial junk, it turns into a slow-acting poison. The good news is you can change this. In part 2 of this video, I'll show you exactly how to clean up your coffee. I'll share safe, natural alternatives to sweeteners, creamers, and beans. I'll also give you practical tips to protect your gut, liver, and brain without giving up the joy of coffee. It's time to wake up not just your body, but your awareness. Because when you know better, you do better. Now that you know what's hiding in your morning coffee, artificial sweeteners, toxic creamers, and pesticide-laden beans, it's time to talk about how to fix it. You don't have to give up coffee to protect your health. You just need to make smarter choices. And it all starts with awareness. Let's begin with the sweetener. The best thing you can do right now is stop using artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. They are chemicals. They confuse your body, they disrupt gut bacteria, they mess with insulin, and they can cause cravings later in the day. If you want a safe alternative, try pure stevia leaf extract, not the ones mixed with fillers. Look for organic green powder or clear liquid drops. Stevia does not raise blood sugar. It supports healthy blood pressure. And it's calorie-free. Another excellent choice is monk fruit. It's a small fruit from Asia, very sweet but natural. It contains antioxidants called mogrosides. These compounds give sweetness without harming the body. You can also use a small amount of raw honey, but only if your blood sugar is stable. Honey contains minerals and enzymes that are good for digestion. Just don't add too much. Another great option is date syrup. It's made from whole dates, rich in potassium and fiber, and it blends well into hot drinks. Avoid any sweetener that ends in -ose like glucose, fructose, dextrose. These are sugars. Your body may react strongly to them. Keep it natural. Keep it simple. Next, let's fix the creamer. Commercial creamers are loaded with oils, gums, and artificial flavors. Most people think they need these to make coffee creamy, but that's not true. Nature gives us better options. One of the best is unsweetened almond milk. Choose one with minimal ingredients, just almonds and water. No gums, no synthetic vitamins, no added sugar. Almond milk is low in calories, light in taste, and blends well. If you want something richer, try coconut milk. Coconut milk contains medium-chain fats. These fats support brain function and energy. They also help fight inflammation. Another great choice is oat milk. It's slightly sweet on its own. Choose a version with no added oils or sugar. If you can tolerate dairy, try organic grass-fed milk. It contains real calcium, protein, and vitamin B12, but make sure it's clean. Avoid hormone-treated dairy. If you want to make your coffee creamy and filling, try adding a teaspoon of coconut oil or grass-fed ghee. Blend it for 15 seconds. You'll get a smooth, frothy texture without any chemicals. This is called bulletproof coffee. It helps with focus and energy. You can also add a scoop of collagen peptides. Collagen supports joints, skin, and gut lining. It dissolves easily and has no taste. Adding collagen to your coffee turns it into a beauty and wellness drink. These are all safe, nourishing ways to cream your coffee. Your body will feel the difference. Now let's talk about the coffee beans. This is very important. Coffee is one of the most pesticide-sprayed crops in the world. Conventional coffee contains chemical residues. These toxins affect your liver, hormones, and brain. To avoid this, always choose certified organic coffee. Organic beans are grown without synthetic pesticides. They're cleaner and safer. But that's not all. You also want beans that are tested for mycotoxins. Mycotoxins are mold poisons. They form when beans are stored in damp places. These toxins can cause brain fog, fatigue, and immune weakness. Look for brands that say mold-free or third-party tested. Choose single origin beans. These are beans from one region or farm. They're usually fresher and better cared for. Also avoid flavored coffees. They often contain artificial chemicals and sweeteners. Stick to pure whole bean coffee. Grind it fresh at home. This preserves the antioxidants and gives you more control. Brew your coffee with filtered water. Avoid tap water filled with chlorine and fluoride. These chemicals can react with compounds in coffee and create unwanted effects. Use a stainless steel or glass coffee maker. Avoid plastic ones that can leach chemicals. Now let's talk about how and when you drink coffee. This matters. First, never drink coffee on an empty stomach. Coffee is acidic. It can irritate your gut lining. It can spike cortisol, your stress hormone, and it can cause anxiety and crashes later in the day. Always eat something before or with your coffee. A handful of nuts, an egg, a piece of fruit, anything to buffer the acidity. Next, hydrate before your coffee. Your body loses water overnight. Start your day with a glass of warm water. Add lemon or a pinch of salt for minerals. Then have your coffee. This helps your body process it better. Also, don't drink coffee after 2 p.m. Caffeine stays in your system for hours. It can interfere with melatonin, your sleep hormone. Poor sleep leads to fatigue, weight gain, and hormonal issues. Respect your natural rhythms. Drink coffee in the morning. Let your body rest at night. Lastly, watch how much you drink. 1 to 2 cups a day is enough. More than that can lead to jitteriness, irritability, and mineral loss. If you feel tired later, drink herbal teas or infused water. Don't rely on coffee as a crutch. Use it wisely, like a tool. When you clean your coffee routine, everything changes. You feel better. You think clearer. Your digestion improves. Your skin glows. And your energy becomes stable. Remember, the goal is not to fear coffee. The goal is to remove the poisons. Sweeteners, creamers, and dirty beans don't belong in your body. You deserve better. You deserve clean, healing habits. So from now on, read your labels. Choose clean brands. Use natural ingredients and listen to your body. Your morning cup should support your health, not sabotage it. And once you make these changes, you'll never go back. You'll feel the difference in days. So tomorrow morning, make your coffee clean. Make it nourishing and start your day with something that truly honors your body, because health begins with awareness. And even something as small as a cup of coffee can be a step toward healing or a step toward harm. The choice is in your hands. Let that next sip be a better one.